Hello everyone and welcome back to, I almost said Teach Astronomy, also I was really loud, apologies for that. Hello everyone and welcome back to Astronomy Arcade. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky, but today you can call me Georgia. And we have a weird setup going today, and this is crazy. This is very odd. It's very weird. But hello and welcome. Oh, Skeptical Sig. Love this intro. Thank you, Skeptical Sig. Thank you for the cheer. I'm glad you like the chaos. I'm sure you meant the real intro and not my the bullshit that I just did. But welcome everyone to
all intros are great.
Yeah. Welcome to D&D in Space Night. It is Friday, which is not normally the night that we do D&D in Space, but it is this week. So here we are. I'm going to pass it over to Grant, who is here right next to me right now.
Yes.
This is very strange.
Yes. It is confirmed we exist in the same universe.
Yeah. Not
separate dimensions, like some of the beings you are encountering, actually. So, hi everybody. Welcome back to the prequel mission for Endurance. Where we left off, bad things had happened. Very bad things had happened. Worse things are yet to come.
Good.
A helicopter crashed. People got hurt. A good chunk of the party is very beaten up right now.
Died.
Yeah, Wadsworth almost died. You know, the person who's actually in command of the Endurance itself.
Yeah.
Several hundred years later.
That would have just, broken all of canon just really quickly. It's good. I'm glad that almost happened.
Never underestimate my ability to bullshit.
So. And then the simulation ended, and.
Right.
Rebooting. Stand by.
Oh no, wait, we didn't actually do that one live.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, so suffice to say, helicopter crashed, bad things happened, Wadsworth is still out, and Georgia is currently carrying him.
Hi, I'm strong.
And you all just watched in horror as a whole bunch of these flying darkness creatures dive-bombed a starship.
Space whales.
And literally broke it in half.
Fun.
And this is probably affecting Keith perhaps a little bit more than the rest of you, because you're not 100% sure if that was one of your parents' ships. Mm-hmm. Keith is probably having some thoughts right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a great time, I imagine.
No. I'm just glad Wadsworth didn't see that.
Yeah.
He's kind of seeing other things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the inky blackness of nothing? Is that what you're talking about?
I took it romantically, like he's looking
What?
up at
No, he's like almost dead. Yeah.
He's seeing other things. It's fine. It's fine.
He's seen the light.
He's having great dreams. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. He's probably having the best time of us all right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, ignorance being bliss. So that's our situation. You guys are on the outskirts of the colony, and I believe last we left off, the plan was to get to the starport somehow.
Also.
Through a colony that is very much on fire right now.
Yeah. Also, y'all are gonna see the innards of Skype. Not Skype. This is not Skype. Okay, I just had to share my computer audio with the gang so I could hear when there's going to be suspenseful music.
Does anyone else hear an echo?
There's an echo?
There's an echo?
No?
Yes, it's just me then.
Is it the ghosts?
Is it the ghosts?
Timmy?
Anyway. There's apparently a bad echo. This is good,
It's fine.
Sometimes we
As
just
long as I'm the only one who can hear it, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So, there are several kilometers between you and your destination, the starport, where presumably the last survivors of this colony, Haster's Loss, are being collected. All of you are pretty well beaten up, except for, I think, Atlas, because Atlas has some sort of cybernetic wizardry that makes it really hard for him to take any kind of damage whatsoever.
I also need a character sheet.
Oh, that might be useful.
Oh, no,
But
look
let's
out.
Atlas has a lot of tech.
Okay. So, as a means of introducing yourselves and your characters, let's go around and have everybody.
See how many hit points they're at.
Yeah, tell us how many hit points each of you are at, and
Actually?
what your emotional well-being is right now, your mental and emotional state.
I love it. Someone else go first. I'm gonna look at my character sheet.
Right. Okay,
You got it? All right.
I got it. That's fine. Some of you may know me as Brick. Today I will be playing Eisen, who is currently at 1 hit point.
Oh, right.
I almost died last time.
Oh my god.
And Eisen very much being at his default state right now of shit needs to get done and I can't focus on anything else. So that's where he's at.
That's not great.
I'm Keith, and I'm Wadsworth's brother, and I have 5 out of 7 hit points, so I'm doing okay physically, but mentally, I don't know if my parents just died in the sky in front of me, so, and my brother is dying, so having a great time. Yeah.
We're all having a great time out here.
And I'm Atlas, and I am at 2 hit points and doing great.
Because that's your max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
And
bad.
I'm still at my max because while I've actually taken well over 2 hit points worth of things hitting me, I thankfully have a lot of internal body armor to take the hit for me.
You said, no, I'm
Cybernetic
good,
cheat
actually.
codes.
Yeah.
My bones heal themselves. It's fine.
Convenient.
Yeah, it's great. Mentally, well, ignorance is bliss, and Atlas knows everything, so...
Oh, God.
So very unhappy right now.
Yeah.
Opened it.
And then there's moi. I am Georgia. Georgia's doing great. That sarcasm. Georgia's having a bad time, just like everybody else here. I am at 6 hit points, which, you know, if you compared me to Atlas, that sounds great, but I am at less than half. So I'm bloodied, as one might say. I'm also carrying Wadsworth, who I saw just almost die. So that was really cool and fun and cool. Also, my dad was possessed by an evil demon creature. So that's
that.
also cool. It's been a day. I think Georgia is not doing well. But yeah.
Okay, understandable. And I am, of course, your GM, which means I'm everybody else, including all the nasty things that have been happening to you guys. So, you just saw a ship get cut in half by alien monsters. What do you do?
I mean, I believe we decided last stream that we would start walking towards the city. Although
Yes.
that sounds like a bad idea, but I guess we're gonna do it.
How far do we have left to go?
It's a couple of kilometers, and you're not sure exactly what state the city's in. You could make some spot checks for that if you would like. But presumably because of all of the explosions and fire and smoke in the air, it's not doing great. So it might not be a straight shot to the starport.
Where's the nearest place where we could get a ground vehicle? In the direction we want to go.
You are unsure. As soon as you get into the colony, there is a chance that you will find one.
Cool.
And Vicky can see when I reach for dice right now.
I can.
Eisen is going to keep his eyes on the sky. To see
Grabs
if
dice
those
threateningly.
things are still following us.
Should I get my dice?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Okay, so Eisen is essentially keeping watch, Sounds good.
I'm carrying the boy,
Okay.
as we've established.
Georgia is hefting Wadsworth along.
Yes.
Keith?
Is there any way? There's like no possible way I could tell if that was our parents' ship or not from this far away. Or
I would allow you to roll, say, a knowledge local check
okay,
to find out which ships your parents were assigned.
cool. 24.
24?
Huh? It's a nat 20.
Okay, then you know exactly what ships. Yeah. The ship that tried contacting you and tried to wave off the helicopter, the Hannibal. That was your dad's ship.
Oh. Okay.
Did
The
it
one that-
explode?
Yes.
The one that split in half?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay.
And
I thought you said it wasn't. I thought last week you said it wasn't. Check the tapes.
He did.
I did.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Frantically checks notes.
I do not have the memory for this for 2 weeks ago.
I mean,
No, sorry. It was a different ship.
damn.
Not
Okay.
yet. One of their
What do you
colleagues.
mean?
However,
But is he there?
For the nat
Sorry,
20,
go ahead.
yes, I will give you this. There were a grand total of 5 of these ships in port. You're pretty sure one of them took off early this morning. It was not one of your parents' ships. And there are 3 more still attempting to defend the starport.
Okay.
So, presumably, both of your parents are there.
Okay. Alrighty. I know that it looks
Grant really was
super
about
bad over there. Huh?
Sorry, I'm just really hung up on the fact that Grant was about to murder your dad.
We're not done yet.
No remorse.
He'll probably still murder him, it's fine. And
Yeah,
I'm just
probably.
myself mentally.
Yeah,
Anyway,
anyway.
Keith would just probably want to get us there as fast as possible, if knowing that there's a high chance our parents are there and they could probably help.
Yes.
So that's his sole focus right now.
Alrighty.
We need to get off this planet.
We need to get medical help first. That's the most important.
What?
But
We don't necessarily have time for that. We need to make it to the base.
yes, in the base we can get medical help. For Wadsworth.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. Grant, this is very scary for me, because he's just starting to roll dice, and I don't know what's happening. He did just roll a... What does that mean? Is that 0? Is that just a double? That's a triple 0?
That's a 0,
He
and
just
technically that's a 10.
a fucking...
I literally rolled a 10 out of 100.
Well, it seems like it looks like a triple 0 though. Where'd the 0 go? It was
should be.
the double 0 here, and it was a 0 here, and that's concerning to me.
I wish it was
You
a
need
triple 0.
you need a divider, like one of those like test dividers, like for
Right.
school. Focus on.
I wish. Anyway, well, I'm going to say this. Go ahead and make some spot checks. See what you can see as you start entering the colony. Let's see what you can find that might be helpful.
Now Grant's gonna know that I fucked my roll. I'm kidding. There was a joke. I have never.
18.
Never.
I don't see shit.
Is rolling.
What did you say we're rolling?
Spot check, please.
18.
18,
Hey.
18, and
17.
17. Okay, all of you see roughly the same thing. Amazing. There is a
Looking at this guy.
there is an ambulance nearby that looks like it plowed into the front of a store.
Cool.
Oh,
The
convenient.
store is accessible. It looks like you could get in and search for some supplies. The ambulance itself is totaled, but the doors in back are open. So you might be able to find some medical supplies in there.
I'll search for medical supplies. You guys
Yeah.
find food?
All right.
All right.
Make me them search checks,
I
please.
gently lay the boy on the ground.
There is an abandoned gurney next to the.
Does the gurney look safe? Does it look like it's gonna collapse?
It looks pretty safe.
Is
It's
it
been
full of
it's been
needles?
locked.
Are you gonna pull some wild shit when I put him on the gurney?
It is not a torture
Spring
gurney.
is closed.
Oh my god.
and
Kills
snaps him in
immediately.
half.
My worst fear.
That's so
10 for a
specific.
search check for food or other supplies.
I'll do it.
Okay.
24 on the search
Oh
check for
damn, that
medical
doesn't matter.
supplies.
24 for medical supplies for Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did Eisen and Keith get?
10 for
6.
other
Doesn't
things.
even matter.
I mean, for a 10, you find some basic snacks. It's like a convenience store. Yeah, there's not much else, though. I mean, it's food, but it's not much.
I got a 3. You can see that.
Yes, I can. Sadly, Georgia does not find anything.
That's fair.
Now,
You know,
however...
She has a hard time finding things. It took a
You
long
walk
time
into
for
the
that
store
duct
and find nothing. You weren't looking for anything in particular, but you find nothing.
There's nothing there.
It's very smoky. A lot's been
The
happening.
food magically vanishes as you look for it.
You're distracted because you're worried about Wadsworth a little bit.
I like walk in and I'm like, I can't see anything. And then I walk back out and sit down on the ground.
Oh.
Okay, medical supplies. Atlas, you actually find what looks like an experimental drug that you
Heroin.
helped test.
Can we say drugs?
I was
on
about
Switch?
to ask.
Oh.
It is any of your actual characters in the main campaign would recognize this. This is a precursor to Stimpaks. However, it is not portable. It's part of a machine that's got multiple tubes and needles that come out of it, and you press you enter a code for the severity of the wounds, and it then administers stuff.
Like an IV?
Yes,
Ah.
a
Fancy IV.
a very fancy IV that doesn't just put one thing into you. It puts a whole bunch of stuff.
Why does it have
One
to
of-
get...
Someone help me get Wadi up on this gurney.
Yep.
I have you.
Okay.
I guess the one lifting him will just
Well, I
stand
can't
there.
lift him.
I know, but I normally... Anyway, I'll let them do it. It's fine.
Okay, you guys lift Wadi onto the gurney, and who's going to jab him with needles?
I mean, I will. I've dealt with plenty of needles.
Okay. Roll me a
Unless
treat
one of
injury
y'all is
check,
better with
please.
needles.
Poor Atlas.
I don't think I'm good with that.
If anyone
Eisen's
actually
checking
has treat
his-
injury of any meaningful capability, then
Where the heck is like?
Needle
Is
proficiency?
it medical?
it's under skills at the very bottom,
Yeah, it's one of the
Oh,
Just
treat
above-
injury.
just
Right.
above tumble.
No, I'm not that great at it.
It says needle.
Then yes, I'm going to.
What do you have?
0.
Wadi,
Oh, I
you
have
are
a
so
2. I
you
could
are
try.
so lucky. You are unconscious for this.
Oh,
Oh.
15.
15? Okay. Atlas. Atlas reappears with these giant needles and just stabs them into Wadzi. No, not quite. They're not giant. They're still pretty big needles. And he jabs them into Wadi and enters in a code, and the machine starts pumping. And after a few moments, there's this wonderful little ding noise, and
Note to
Yeah.
self: make a portable version of this.
and Atlas, you may roll 1d8 plus 2 for this healing. And also, you guys do notice that Wadi begins to look a little bit better. It's like his color is just magically returning to him.
That's good.
4.
4? Okay.
Total?
1d8 plus 2. Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2
Oh.
plus 2.
All right. Wadi's eyes flutter open. He looks up at all of you and says, "Is it normal for the world to be spinning like this?"
Totally, and grab him, and we're going.
You need to heal too.
I'm going to be... and
Don't pick him up like that.
Eisen, you narrowly miss having Wadi just be sick all over you.
Yeah, it's
okay.
pretty normal the first couple times. Don't worry about it.
Atlas, do you offer this to anyone else?
Anyone else want a jab?
It's still
About
got
how
plenty.
long did that take?
How long?
Yeah.
A few seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just rolls up
Get
his
up here.
sleeve.
Make me another treat injury check.
I'm
Should I do it at 5?
gonna die.
Too late.
Too late.
That's an 8.
No.
Okay. Alice.
Sorry.
Or Kyle.
You have really rolly veins. Should we try that again?
I was gonna say, Kyle, you may still roll healing. However, Eisen, you are nauseated right now. You can at this moment, the only thing you can do in your turn is just make a move action to keep up with people.
It's the same healing though.
Correct. Same healing.
10.
10. And to go along with our house rule, you do get those bonus temporary hit points. Anyone else?
Might as well.
Don't worry about the nausea. It only happens the first few times. Would anyone else like to go?
Keith signs up next.
Do you want to do the stabbing?
On myself.
I mean, here, hold out your arm. And this time I pin the vein in place and then try to slide it inappropriately. I'm learning.
Glad I'm the third test subject.
Technically the fourth. I've been in this thing so many times. That's a 12.
Okay, I mean, Keith, you're a little nauseous, but nowhere near as bad as Eisen is right now. Go ahead and roll.
6.
6. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah! So I get the plus?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, thank you, Grunt.
Mm-hmm. Thank Kyle. He's the one who rolled.
Thank you, Kyle.
Georgia.
Wait, what was it? 6?
Everybody's doing it.
Oh, wait.
Everybody's doing it.
I don't know.
I feel
The worst you're
going
gonna get some nausea. I promise it's safe. The initial prototypes really sucked. This one's so much better.
It still looks really bad. Lynn
it's
Jersey,
in an
now I'm
ambulance.
nauseous.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I think we all need to be at full strength before we go there.
She very
Mhm.
reluctantly sticks her arm out
Yep.
and looks away. Just like-
That was very carefully.
Stabs me.
Stabs you.
In the very unlike how Leaf heals Kai.
Gleefully
Just
stabbing.
shoots me.
Yeah, so very carefully stabs.
And then you're gonna get a 1. Watch.
No, it's actually another 12.
Okay.
It's another 12. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll that healing. And Georgia is feeling
7.
a little sickly.
7.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm
I
feeling
would like
sickly.
to. I would
I'm
like
at
to say
full health
the
now.
plus on this roll is equal to my total hit points. It is literally not possible with this machine to heal Atlas to less than full health
It's so funny.
without killing him. It will either kill him or heal him completely.
It's a fun dichotomy.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
So you now have an
Roulette.
option. Because you're pretty sure, just with a cursory glance, you don't even have to do any kind of real analysis
Sorry,
of this.
Lindsay.
Scarring my mother.
Sorry, mother.
Anyway, it doesn't take much, but you're pretty sure you could unscrew this thing from the ambulance and take it with you, but it's heavy as hell. So
He looks at me.
Like what? 50 pounds? 60 pounds?
yeah, 20 kilos. It's a big
Okay.
machine,
Um,
and it does not come with straps, so someone would have to
What
be
other
hefting
supplies do we have in here?
Probably.
There is
Is there a trauma kit?
There is a full-on trauma kit in here, and it looks like whoever was using it didn't have time to unpack it. In fact, it's
that.
not in the ambulance. It's next to the gurney.
Yeah, we'll take that just in case of, I don't know, more gaping wounds.
I imagine that's gonna happen. Yeah, that's seems quite likely.
Okay. Sounds good. You now have a full-on trauma kit. There are also a few other things like crutches and extra bandages and stuff like that. There are
Just leave the crutches.
True. And there are some emergency flares and just a basic emergency road kit sort of thing.
I'll take
Road
that.
kit being. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
do you want it?
I was just gonna grab like one of the loose flares.
Okay.
But
Are there
you could
jumper
take that.
cables in this thing?
Yeah.
Because these things seem to be using some kind of electrical attack.
There's. I'll give you one better. It's not jumper cables. It's a full-on jumpstart battery.
Oh, that's actually less useful for what I wanted. But okay.
I mean, the jumper cables are removable if you just want to take those.
Cool. I mean, how heavy's the battery pack? We might find a vehicle.
It'll be another 10 kilos.
Atlas is planning ahead. I mean, I can't lift it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I could lift it. I can't carry it.
All right.
You want me to carry it for you?
I mean, if you want a vehicle.
I do want a vehicle. I want so many vehicles. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll take it.
Well, at the rate we're going through them, you might get to try out several.
That was my first one. And I didn't even crash it. They did.
Okay. Okay.
Over there.
Oh,
Anyway, so do I have the battery pack?
Shall we go?
You have the battery pack, and
Okay.
I'm going to say, just to move things on, you continue into the colony now. I'm going to say this goes without saying. You're noticing something's just very off.
is it the fact that the whole colony is on fire, Grant? I mean, is that it?
Partially.
Or is it that everybody's dead?
Oh my god.
There isn't a single body anywhere.
Oh.
Oh, they're either harvesting us, eating us, or disintegrating us. That's cool.
Well, the first one we saw seemed to get possessed and then walked away. So yeah.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Are
Vicky
there
dead.
any vehicles that are not destroyed, melted, or otherwise unusable?
If you're willing to take, let's say, 20 minutes and willing to do a search check to find a suitable vehicle that has not been completely destroyed, you might find something.
Well,
Or
I
you
was
could-
not taking that time to do
It's
so.
gonna take us hours to cross this place. So
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
like, so actually, it's a couple kilometers. That would actually like. It's still probably worth the 20 minutes.
You're probably right. Smarter you.
Oh, sort
No,
of.
actually, we wouldn't know how long it was gonna take, and I think all of us would search for a vehicle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Roll them search checks, please.
Search check.
Search check.
18.
Ah, damn. 8.
Dirty 20.
13.
Find a shit for me.
Oh no, actually, dirty 20. Ha,
Dirty 20, dirty
I mixed
20,
up my
13.
search and.
Get me something good to
Fine.
drive, because I clearly can't see shit.
And Wadsworth, rolling at disadvantage, says, I would like to echo my brother. And it is generally useless right now. However, both Atlas and Eisen, you actually spot the same thing. In and amongst all of the various trucks and cars and mid-range things, you actually notice hidden in what looks like an alcove garage is what appears to be an untouched sports car. And what's more, the driver's side door is open.
That.
Are the keys in it? I'm assuming we went over to check.
Yeah, it looks like whatever key fob was used to operate this. It is just lying on the ground next to it.
Don't mind if I do. I'm assuming I see it now, right?
Yes. Well, I'm assuming the others tell you.
I'll pick up the key fob.
Georgia goes, wait, before you pick it up, Georgia goes, wait.
I-
What if it's a trap?
I mean,
The odds of this are so unlikely.
There are space whales. I don't know if the odds of things are something we can, like, predictably count on anymore.
Put my hand on the hood of the car.
Okay. Granted, just roll something, so.
Did it explode? Am I dead? Am I possessed now? Are we good?
Lynn Jersey said this is sounding like GTA.
I will look for traps. Does anything look weird about this, or does it look like someone just dropped it while they were kind of panic leaving or dying?
It looks like it was dropped. Eisen certainly doesn't blow all of you up when he touches the hood of the vehicle.
That's good.
It seems okay.
This isn't me, Vicky, thinking that it's a trap. This is very much Georgia having had a rough day and being like, that looks too
Hey,
easy.
you know what? Given the day we've had, if you bring it up, we'll check. Okay. I toss the key fob to Key.
Yes.
Redemption time.
Please don't crash again.
Driving a car is much easier than driving a helicopter. We're gonna be fine.
I strap Wadsworth into the back of the car.
It's approachingly confident.
Okay.
No, just-
The back seat is going to be very cramped, so whoever's back there is going to just be sandwiched. Just so you're aware.
We'll
Probably me.
stick Waddy in the middle
Yeah,
for extra padding.
relatively frail, so I'm sure he'll be comfy back there.
Okay. And
Who's got a shotgun?
Wait, who's
Who's the right
got
key?
shotgun or who's got a shotgun?
Well, if one of you has a
That's-
shotgun,
I have
Then
a
they
gun,
get
I
shotgun?
think.
That makes sense.
No, I don't have a gun.
I am the one with the gun.
Yeah.
well then you've got shotgun.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Do not
I
touch
wouldn't
me.
want anybody
please.
else next to me in the car.
Do not touch me.
Wadsworth kind of shakily raises a hand and says, "You did pass your driver's test, right?"
I fucking hope so. I'm 18. Anyway,
After what I
Fish
did
tails
tell-
out of the garage.
Yeah. Why don't we find out? Just guns it out.
Roll me a drive check.
Oh lord.
Oh my god.
Here, do you have drive?
Yeah, of course I do. I put like all my
Oh,
points
you
into
did.
that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
25.
Woo!
Okay. As Wadsworth is saying that, he immediately turns green as the entire world seems to wheel around him. And yeah, with the screech of tires, the car just peels out of the driveway and starts barreling down the road. It was Eisen who was riding shotgun, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You're definitely not feeling great. I will say that much. But go ahead and roll me a spot check for me.
What are we doing?
Okay. Not great.
No, this is not
12.
too intense.
Which side of the car is George on? Because we've got Waddy sandwiched between us.
Left, I guess.
Alright. Just because curious.
Okay.
Just for when we get attacked, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
Establishing it up front.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good idea. I understand. Don't.
No, no.
We all saw it coming.
Let us get there in peace, and then you can destroy us.
You've been our GM for a year. We know when the fight's coming.
Not once have we gotten in a vehicle and made it to our destination without something going catastrophically wrong. Not once. In over a year of playing now.
It's true.
Very true. Your first truck ride was quite eventful.
And I am counting the endurance on that.
Okay. Well then. What did Eisen get for
12.
a 12? Okay. You You don't notice it in time to warn Keith. Keith, make a reflex save for me, please.
Rip. Okay. Oh, we Gucci. Where is that? Hold up. Oh,
When Jersey makes a good point.
21.
Should check the trunk.
Wait, no, sorry. I don't know how to count. 24.
24.
Yes, I
Okay.
looked at the wrong.
You catch a flash in one of the rear view mirrors and veer out of the way just in time to watch a truck in front of you explode and then disintegrate into nothingness.
Oh.
And when you check your mirrors again, yeah, one of those flying ray things is behind you.
I'm shooting
Is it like a sunroof or anything?
Is there a sunroof?
Or a
There is.
convertible?
Hell yeah.
There is.
I'm
It is
standing
not.
up.
It is not convertible, but it does have that sunroof.
I just look at you and nod, and I push the button to open the thing up.
Eisen's still nauseated right now.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So if you try to shoot, you are going to take a disadvantage. In fact, I'm tempted. Not just disadvantage. That's a double disadvantage because you're also shooting from a moving vehicle.
Oh my god. Maybe this is a bad idea.
I mean, you would literally at that point be better off handing it to Atlas,
Yeah.
which is a terrible idea. You should hand it to Georgia, but I am the only one who's not nauseous.
I'm not nauseous.
They're just not nauseous.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay.
He gives the gun to Georgia.
Yeah, they give it to Georgia.
Okay. And then I guess, crawl to a point where I can stand up out of the fucking
Hey, I'm
sunroof.
really good with guns and video games.
And I just, before I pop out, I go, please somebody hold me. Okay, thank you. Just grab the legs.
And as
wanna
I'm
go
handing
flying out
it
of
to
a
you, I just go, "Don't miss," and I'm gonna use my inspire courage ability.
Okay.
So yeah, that you have a +1 to attack rolls.
All right, cool.
Still rolling at disadvantage though. Moving vehicle.
That's fair, you know? That's fair.
By the way, how many? Ooh. That was a 2.
I know it was. I'm here too.
Okay. Yeah.
So, do I get a bonus of any kind? Do I?
You
No.
can try. We can see if you hit. It's a big target.
Well, what's the bonus?
It's going to be
'Cause
your attack bonus.
We still don't know what that is, do
It's
we?
going to be 1 base attack, which is 1 plus your dexterity. So +2 in total. Yeah, a 4 does not hit, sadly.
It would,
Does a 5?
just for the record, it would be 5 because he
5.
didn't.
A 5 still doesn't hit.
Okay, I just
Sadly.
wanted to make sure.
Check.
Yeah, Georgia, you shoot. It goes wide, sadly.
Okay.
What?
It goes wide.
You just go, I'm sorry.
Also, Eisen, how many shots have you taken with that thing so far?
I believe 4, and we
4?
had 2 things of ammo.
Okay,
So, and I believe it holds 15.
that is correct.
I'm looking
Okay.
at it.
Georgia doesn't know that necessarily unless she's been counting the shots.
Nope.
Okay.
So we have 10 shots remaining.
Okay. All right. Yep. Georgia, you
I shoot, I miss,
you shoot, you miss.
and then I go, I'm sorry, should I shoot again? As
What
I
if I like slam on the brakes and then it like
It's so much worse.
if you slam on the brakes and then I go flying out of the car.
No, I would put you in first.
We tried that in another mission.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh God. You could try that kind of driving stunt. It would be another drive check.
How do you feel about that? I would have relayed that information to Georgia. Georgia, can you hold on tight? If I slow down, do you think it'll help you?
Sure. I guess.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna like full slam on my brake, but I'm gonna try and get like the shot to be easier for her. Like it,
Okay.
like get it kind of more like above, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a drive check, and depending how well you do, you will potentially confer a bonus or remove the disadvantage.
Okay, 18
18.
drive check. Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. That's passable. Georgia, you
Cool.
may fire when ready.
All right, I'm gonna try again. Fucking shit. But it's
Plus 3 or
4. Plus 4. I didn't.
1, 2, and then 3 because you had the
Oh, I
bonus.
guess so.
So
9.
a 9 does hit. This
Oh, it does?
barely
Yes,
does.
you can do it.
Thank
You
God.
may, you may roll 2d6. No. Is it d6 or d8 for that thing?
I wrote down D6, but we can say D8.
It's d6. It's d6.
2D6 plus 1 because of my ability.
You're not in person with him. You could have just lied.
I could have. You're right.
Could have
But then
pretended
you
I
could
gave you
ruin
guys
Eisen could have done that. I could not have.
2d6 plus...
plus 1.
Plus 1.
That's 10.
11? Okay.
No, 10 total with the plus 1. 5 and 4.
Okay.
Plus
I
1.
misread it.
I know how to math.
Okay. Better than I do apparently right
10.
now. Okay. Yeah, you managed to clip this thing in one of its wings,
Yeah.
fins, flippers. You're not sure what it is. But yeah, it there's a burst of light and it kind of wobbles, but it's still following you. And
Good job, Georgia. And then I kind of start going faster again.
that hits something. And it rolled worse. Okay. A van nearby you explodes and then disintegrates into nothing as it misses you completely.
Oh, good. At least I missed.
And now it is time, unless someone else wants to take another action, it is time for Keith to make another drive check.
Oi! What's happening? 10!
Okay.
Sorry. The first attack.
It's okay.
You are going to be a little bit easier to hit in the next round. Georgia, however,
Okay.
can still fire, and other characters can choose to do something if they want to.
I mean, I'm watching out for other things.
Make me a spot check then.
And I get distracted as Wadi starts trying to flop around nauseously. And
Flop around.
Flop around like a fish.
I'm holding Wadi as he tries to barf out the window.
God.
Okay.
Apparently, instead of actually looking at stuff, because that was not in that one, but it was low.
Okay. You may roll when ready.
Alright. Is this disadvantage? Because Keith has sped up?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I thought it was dead, so like that's why I got
God damn it! It's a 2 again! Oh my god! Okay. Georgia shoots wide again.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's 7 so far. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
How far are we from the base?
Okay.
Was that an advantage or a disadvantage that you just did?
That was an advantage.
Oh no!
That is 3.
I don't like
7.
being able to see his
Eight.
We're gonna
eyes.
go ahead and end the stream right now.
You know what?
What
Okay,
happens?
bye everybody.
They're dead.
Keith, the car jolts, and when you guys all look back in horror, you notice the entire trunk is gone.
We were gonna check what was in the trunk.
Not anymore.
We don't have to.
Damn it.
Score.
Well, can we go faster now that we don't have a trunk?
Also,
that
Keith,
works.
you notice that the power meter suddenly jumps from full power down to 15%, and it's continuing to drop.
Shit. Oh wait, I have a battery pack.
We need to
Gonna
stop the car.
jumpstart a moving vehicle.
I mean, you could try handing it to Atlas and saying, "Fix it."
Alice, can we do anything right now about this?
You're kidding. Give me that.
It's like that carousel you took from the
We have
train.
to do crazy stuff, man.
And I'm going to try and, before we run out of power, wire this tiny battery pack into our vehicle's powertrain to give us maybe another few minutes of power.
Roll me a repair check.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Is this
We're kids.
repair or is
Yeah.
this crafting?
I'd say
No, it's repair.
I'd say repair. You're trying to graft something onto something
Well,
that
actually-
already exists.
Which one are you better at?
Why do you think I asked?
Maybe it's a crafting check. You know, I've rethought it. Maybe it's.
You could argue that, I suppose. Fine, you may roll a craft electronics check this time.
That's a
It's
much
easier to
better.
believe
That is
when
much
you're in
better.
Thank you. Great and benevolent DM.
Because that makes it a 19.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. That's my point.
This is gonna be a adopting wonder-esque maneuver on a car. This is exciting.
A 19's good, but it wasn't what I was looking for.
Oh,
No,
So
I
what-
wouldn't expect so.
What I would say is that you succeed. However, make a reflex save for me, please, Atlas.
Ow. Ow.
Oh no.
13.
Atlas takes 3 points of electricity damage as
No, that's too many points.
Yeah,
a spark
wait.
just jolts into you as you connect the circuit.
But you have something that stops you from taking all that, right?
Give me a sec.
Right?
Um,
Kyle?
where are...
Are we gonna kill the science experiment?
here we go.
He can't die yet.
Well, so the good news is that the electric shock does not hurt any of my cybernetic implants, which would normally happen.
Okay.
Because I have the anti-shock implant too.
Okay.
Uh,
So bad news.
let's see. Can't be shocked. Can't be stunned.
Grant's face.
Let's see. Heals real fucking fast.
Again.
If it hadn't been for your
Physical
meddling
damage.
kids.
No, that's electrical.
So what's the bad news?
So the bad news is,
Okay.
I think, as we discover with Leaf and his cybernetics, there's a reason that tasers are effective.
Oh.
You just stuck a fork in an outlet, didn't you?
Hi, I'm a fork.
So Atlas, the living fork, just goes zap. And
Atlas?
So the good news is, there is some good news,
Okay.
that he does automatically stabilize if he goes to negative points.
Okay, that's good.
So
Cool.
he's not actually dying.
But he's
out cold.
out. Oh no.
And you,
He's
you
not.
all,
He's not dying, and he does heal extremely quickly. So in 15 minutes or so, he'll because the equivalent of a short rest, he'll have hit points again.
Oh my
So,
god.
random question, Grant. Had that been 1 damage higher, would he have just straight up died? Do we have that rule where if you have over your max?
Yes.
Ooh.
Holy
Oh my god.
Okay.
I could, that
I'm
dice could have
never
rolled 3
suggesting
points
anything
higher.
crazy ever again. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Atlas just goes zap and then conks out. Okay. But am I still
to
out the
answer your
fucking
question,
sunroof?
Yep.
I guess I could just kind of like hear that, and I look in and I'm like, Atlas.
So yes, but there are very few things that can actually do that much damage to Atlas with a roll like that.
Okay.
But yes, anything that can do 4 damage to him and he's dead.
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
It's
Keith, the power seems to stabilize at around 18%. It's not dropping like a rock anymore. However, the car definitely handles differently. It's going to be a lot harder to control now.
Trunk, yeah. I would think so.
So with that being said, please roll me another drive check.
Okay, I'm moving all these because they're in my way. Yes.
And
Okay.
subtract 3 from your overall
17.
result.
17 with the subtraction.
Okay, you managed to hold things stable. Georgia, you may fire without impairment.
Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. I'm switching dice. That is a
An 8, I
8,
believe.
yeah.
That does hit.
It does?
Yep, again, just barely.
These guys are not great. Hell yeah. I'll take it. That's only 4 damage.
Okay.
Whoop-pow!
It wobbles a lot more, and it seems to be having trouble staying aloft.
Good.
Nice.
Anyone going to do any other actions, or is it time for
I
another?
try and
Well-
shoot a flare at it.
You
Oh,
could.
yeah.
You could.
I had triple disadvantage still doing that.
I
Only
flop against Wadi.
Wadi is now trying to hold you and what's left of his lunch.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're okay. He's making sure you're not flopping all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna say Eisen isn't at double disadvantage like he was, just regular disadvantage.
No. No. It's not good. How bad? Oh no!
So,
Jesus.
2 things happen.
Why are you looking at me?
Eisen was holding on to you, wasn't he?
Oh shit, yeah.
Was
No,
I?
no, 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 no.
I don't remember this.
Well, Atlas is gone. I said somebody hold on to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you were the only one.
Wait, but how am I holding on to her if I'm shooting a thing?
You just threw it out the window, right?
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess you had to let go in order to dip tracks either way.
So,
Bye,
If she's
everybody.
up in the sunroof, I'm out the window.
first things first. Georgia, make a reflex save.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not good.
Oh, please don't.
Well, I had to dip out for a second anyway, just to run the bathroom real quick. So George is gonna dip out of this sunroof apparently, because that's a 6.
Yep.
Bye.
Georgia
Holy shit.
takes
Georgia falls out of the car.
8 points of damage.
Excellent. Bye.
Out of the car?
Can you explain?
Yeah,
Georgia-
explain.
So
I want you to tell me how you throw my character, my small child, from a sunroof.
So what happens is exactly this. Eisen, you pull out the flare and strike it, but then you drop it.
In the car.
And immediately the upholstery lights on fire. And the car begins to fill up with smoke.
Oh my god.
At the same time, Keith swerves to avoid a bit of rubble. And I'll allow Keith to make a drive check
Okay.
to see if there's anything you do that doesn't affect Georgia.
George is already out of the car, so yeah. George has exited the vehicle, unfortunately. What'd you get?
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
You hear a small explosion and feel the sound of one of your tire rims scraping against the ground.
Shit.
And when that happens, Georgia's feet leave the floor, and she goes tumbling head over heels
And I probably scream.
out of the
Forward or
vehicle.
backward?
You drop the gun
Shit!
and land sprawled
Behind, I'm hoping. God.
that's
in
what I
the
need to know.
in the middle of a
Got it.
store after crashing through its glass window.
Ouch.
You're
And
not
how-
doing great.
8 damage. Yeah, okay, that's a lot. Okay,
Wait,
so
As the car continues
Ow.
to speed off.
Cool.
No. Keith would stop immediately and turn around.
Well, no,
Make me
take
another drive check.
Take your time.
Oh, I'm
'cause I
coming
have
for
to-
you, Georgia.
I appreciate that.
We're gonna be fine.
Georgia's gonna be recovering for
23.
Wait, what?
Did all of our stuff get messed up? Because I moved things. Hold on.
Can
Okay,
you
no,
guys-
it's back. I think it's back now.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So yes. What did you roll for that drive check?
23.
Okay. This time the car screeches to a halt. You narrowly miss a few other cars. And yeah, the cabin's filling up with a lot of smoke. Wadsworth's in the back coughing now. Atlas is still out of it.
Did you say there's other cars around though?
There are a few other cars.
Okay, we're dropping ship.
Well, hold on.
Wait.
Aizen remembers the fucking fire extinguisher that we've been carrying with us since the
Oh.
train,
Oh, okay, cool.
and puts out the freaking
Thank
fire.
you. As
Okay.
I'm turning around, I'm trying to get back to Georgia.
It's good. Okay, make me another drive check if you want to drive this very car back to Georgia. You're missing a tire right now.
I gotta get Georgia. She can't be
And a
left
good,
behind.
quarter of the vehicle.
Oh my God. Hold on. 11.
There's another explosion. The other drive tire just explodes.
We just lost 2 tires and a passenger
I know.
and our trunk. And you set this on fire.
Time to carjack a better car, says Lynn Jersey.
Yes, please. We need to.
Somehow the fire was the worst thing that's happened in the past 10 minutes, but
Georgia flying out the car is the worst
I was
thing.
being sarcastic as I'm running back to Georgia.
Okay, while you're
okay. Yes, what is Keith doing?
I'm getting another car, so I just say, Wadsy, watch Atlas, I'm gonna go get another car.
Okay.
And I jump out.
Atlas is starting to drool.
Yeah. You hear some not so great sounds from Wadsworth. He's gonna try. It doesn't sound like he's trying very quickly. Okay, Keith, go ahead and make a. I'd say a search. No. I'm going to make a spot check to see if you can find something that's relatively undamaged.
Okay. Please, dice gods, be nice.
Be merciful.
6.
There's a bus nearby that looks like it could be useful.
Bus! I don't care right now, so I'm gonna go take the bus.
Do a repair check to see if you can hotwire the thing.
Okay. Repair. 16.
16? Okay, you hear the bus's machinery turn on. It's not going to be nearly as responsive as the sports car, but it's got more hit points probably.
Okay. Okay.
Atlas.
Cool. We'll be more protected in here.
Faster than walking.
Yeah.
You are suddenly aware of a couple of jabs, and you regain 5 hit points.
Okay. Do I actually get the benefit of any temporary ones?
Yes. You may take those temporary hit points.
As you wake up, you just see the school bus roll up right next to you. Just like, get in. I'm taking my kids with me.
Yes, as you wake up, there's the smell of smoke in the air, and
Who lit a flare? I know that smell.
and you see Wadi just yank a couple of the needles from this machine out of you, and toss them aside and say, "We should go."
Yeah, okay, on it.
While all of that was transpiring, had I made it back to where Georgia was?
Sure.
Okay. To make this easier, since we're still waiting for Vicky, I'm looking for the gun first after I see that she's okay.
Make a search check.
What
Okay.
kind of store was it?
It looks like kind of almost an outdoorsy store. It's got survival gear and stuff like that.
6.
I mean, there are backpacks, tents. Looks like a couple of hiking poles. You're really kind of rushed. You can't find the gun that you guys were using.
It'll shoot.
Or not in this case.
I'm not
Oh.
actually there, so I can't search through the stuff.
Wait.
Right, I'm in the bus.
Did we get a rifle? Wasn't that in
Yeah,
the
Georgia
helicopter?
had it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna do a luck roll to see if it survived that landing.
Grant, stop screwing us over. You've screwed us over enough.
Wait, so do you pull up next to the outdoorsy store with the bus?
Yeah, I'm just like
And
honk.
Keith, make a reflex save at a disadvantage with the bus.
Okay. Hold
Are we
on.
still getting shot at?
Yes.
Do I
Oh,
add
not
my
bad.
things to
Yeah,
it
you do.
first?
Yeah, so you take this.
Okay.
Okay. When I
19.
passed out, that gun had at least 10 charges left. 9. 9? 9 charges left. How is that thing still up there?
Keith commandeered a bus.
Is she dead?
No.
No, she's fine.
Oh,
Not yet.
great. Excellent.
I did roll a luck check to see if the rifle that you found in the helicopter survived.
I bet it didn't.
As you begin to recover, you
Come back.
you stand up and you realize that there's this bent piece of metal
Oh,
that
damn
that
it.
you're carrying around with you. Yeah, it's very destroyed.
As I recover, was I knocked out for a sec?
You were temporarily a little bamboozled.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so the local school bus pulls up outside the shop.
I got a school bus.
Yeah.
And
you just roll up with a school bus
Yeah,
and
I just
open
roll
the
up and
door.
honk. Get in,
And
kids.
I just kind of get up and I'm like, how hard did I hit my head?
Very, let's go.
Okay.
and
I got a 19, by the way. I don't know.
was that with
You would call me the-
disadvantage?
Yes.
That was.
Okay. You managed to narrowly avoid another bolt that hits a nearby car and just utterly disintegrates it.
Okay,
I
get
am
it.
beginning to really not like these things.
Get in the bus.
I'm in the
I
bus.
cannot do my curtains.
Okay.
Sorry, smoke.
Yes, and now a much
Somebody thought it was a good idea to light a flare inside the car.
That was this one.
I was outside the car.
yes, and Eisen already checked for the gun. Is Georgia going to try and find it really quick?
I guess, yeah.
What are you looking for?
Roll a search check.
No, I'm not good at search. I'm good at spot. That's 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
This-
looking.
Nobody's gonna answer my question.
I'm looking for the gun that I dropped when I flew out of the car.
You, I pass out for like 1 minute.
Oh yes. By the way, Georgia,
yeah,
Atlas is
you're up
looking
now.
very chipper right now.
I'm glad.
He looks as if nothing happened. He's
To be fair,
if anything, he's more
all of
healthy
the
than
damage he took is like internal.
Oh, God.
Emotional.
Yeah. These
I
poor...
roll a 9 to help search.
Okay.
That's not a good... He said he rolled
No,
a
it's
9
not.
to help search.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
It does nothing.
No, you find nothing.
Great.
Let's go.
Okay, time to get in the fucking bus. I've
On
just
the
been,
way
like,
out of the
honking this
store, I
whole
grab
time.
some like water purification
Yeah.
tablets off the shelf.
Okay,
What?
Leaf just, or not Leaf, Atlas, I do this again. You grab tablets of some kind on your way out.
Of some
Yeah, like
kind.
sure.
It could be Tang, or it could be like healing potion. We're unsure.
I'll check
It's
later.
just like those big chlorine discs. Like,
Mystery tablets. They're going in my inventory with my roll of duct tape and my basic toolkit.
I love it.
Okay, Keith, make me a drive check so that you can get this bus moving quick.
Let's go, kids. All right.
Keeps backing
that
up traffic.
one- Can you?
What traffic?
Wait, no. Yeah, that's right. Alright, 10.
He's backing up
10.
shadow whales.
You pop the clutch. The bus just rolls forward, and you don't even get to defend against this one. 2, 5, 6, 11,
Someone keep an eye out for a hunting store.
13. All right, the back sixth of the bus just disappears.
You can't keep taking the
Right,
back
it's
part
faster.
of the vehicles.
Okay, the middle.
No, don't do that. No, never mind. I take
Stop
it
it.
back. Take it
No.
back. Just take the top.
Yeah.
The bus now
We
has
don't
a
need the
sunroof,
We don't need the roof.
and it's still missing its back
Is
half.
that a clear enough shot for you?
Yeah.
We don't have the guns anymore.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It's always something.
I am 15 years old. I don't really know how to shoot a gun yet. What was that?
I'm not 15 and I don't know how to shoot a gun either.
And why are you mad at me?
This is a very stressful situation. We're all mad.
Drive the
In
bus,
this
Keith!
chaos.
I'm just standing. I'm standing on like. I'm standing up behind like the first chair and like in the bus thing. I'm just like, drive the bus. Just drive the bus.
I'm going as fast as I can.
So while this is happening, just for flavor and flair for my tactical bluff, I'm just gonna be screaming and grab the wheel from Keith and yank us in a direction. Like, not me actually driving, just I feel like that fits this moment.
Okay.
Don't touch my
Make,
steering wheel.
Go ahead and make a bluff check for me.
Fantastic.
Are we all gonna make reflex saves?
Well, not my best. 13.
It doesn't seem to fool the thing, and it fires again.
Damn. I rolled a 3.
However, it misses, and a bus right next to you actually gets split in half. It's now got a nice big circular hole in it, where its center section used to be.
Okay. Georgia's full on panic mode right now, because she did just get thrown out of a moving car, and now the new car is now ripped in half, and it's been a bad day. So she's just gonna be like, there has to be something that we can throw. There's gotta, and she just starts tearing through her backpack.
You still have the stun baton.
Excellent. And I find the stun baton in my backpack. And I pull it out, and I, not to Keith because he's busy driving, but to Eisen and Atlas and Wadi, just like, is this anything? If I throw this, is this good? I don't know.
I mean, turn it on first.
Obviously. And I turn it on.
Okay. The thing, believe it or not, the thing is actually swooping in nice and close.
I'm gonna throw it. So I run to the back of the bus, which is now shorter than it was before. And holding on.
And you still have a +1 unless it's run out already. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's run
I think
out.
you still have it.
I'm holding on to whatever the last seat is with one hand. And I'm like, oh my god, please. And I throw it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll. Okay. And I'm gonna.
And I'm watching very carefully to see what happens.
I'm gonna roll Kai's dice. She has better luck. Kai! Where you at? She's got. It's a 20. You saw me fucking roll it. You were here, bitch. Oh my god, that's a nat 20.
From the
Get it,
future.
girl.
Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, you all see just Georgia run into the back, hesitate for a second, and then just chuck this thing. Almost like a javelin. And it just flies through the air, spinning ever so slightly, electricity arcing around it. And the thing seems to be opening its mouth as if to swallow all of you.
Incredible.
And swallows this thing instead.
Excellent.
That was a crit. I'm not going to make you roll anything.
Hell yeah.
You just see it kind of gulp. And if it had eyes, they would have gone wide, and then it just explodes into fragments of light.
Sounded like a good sound.
And also, Georgia, behind you, as the bus continues to flee, you notice the stun baton clatter to the ground on the street.
Should I get it?
Don't jump out of the car again. Stop.
Don't bother. Just drive. I can build you a new one.
Okay.
Making things spark is the easy part.
Eisen's just holding the fire extinguisher that is now half used.
Oh yeah, we still have a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Hey, for the thing we mostly use it for, it's got infinite uses.
Yeah.
Bashing people over the head,
No.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Keith, make me one more drive check.
Okay.
Lynn Jersey,
fuck
this
this
is
up.
reminding me of a Powerpuff Girls episode now.
Stop rolling that. That's cocked. That's on the side of the thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. I wish I took the other one.
Also-
no, I couldn't take the other one.
I'd like to say for the record, Kai's dice, and by Kai's dice, I mean the metal dice that I have. I tested them. They are not rigged. I rolled them, I'm not even kidding, like 200 times. I rolled that D20, and I counted, because I was bored during a meeting one time. And it's not weighted, I swear to God. She just...
Kai came through.
Swear to
The
God.
spirit of Kai.
I love
watching over us.
I love it. It's
Thank you, Kai.
it's so weird because it's just my character.
Now, speaking of watching over you, what did Keith get for that drive check?
I'm scared.
11. How did I fly a helicopter better than a bus and a car?
Every
I don't know if you did. I think it's all pretty
I got like
Got a point there.
even across the board. We still almost died.
Everybody make reflex saves.
I'm not gonna keep using Kai's dice. It was just for that one.
22.
What are we doing?
what?
That's 4.
What are you rolling?
I guess replay. I think it's
Oh.
reflex saves. 22.
50. What'd you say?
22.
52.
I am looking forward to when we can roll things that high.
I
Yeah.
am a rogue with expertise.
What did Alice get?
22.
Okay, and what was Keith?
11. Oh, reflex. I did not do that. Sorry. 7.
Cool. Me and you are going.
To me.
You are
Me-
banned from using this dice.
Yeah.
We're both
I'm just
having
really
rough time.
distraught. Okay, that's
The
a tactic.
singular is die!
Keith,
Yeah.
you take 6 points of damage as you slam into the side of the bus. Georgia, you take 3 as you are
That's-
knocked to the side, and
You're really
because-
nice about that.
because I rolled a luck roll
I'm back
that
for a
went in
second.
your favor this time,
Thank God, because I
You-
would have been unconscious.
you fall into one of the seats and just kind of hit your head on the side of the bus wall.
Ouch.
And
Well,
You got-
no, I just have a question here. So we're taking this damage because Keith swerved, right?
swerved, and the picture I'm about to paint is Keith comes around the corner, and you make this hard turn because you see a sign very clearly labeled Starport that way.
You say
And
Yeah, that's on
and you
brand.
kind of you kind of take it a little too fast.
overcorrect.
And the side of the bus kind of slams into a set of buildings on one side, and you just keep on going. And you see in the distance what looks like a barricade. And make a spot check.
Okay.
Is Wadsy?
That's-
I don't know if I want to say this out loud, but is Wadsy on the bus with us?
You should have picked the blue one.
He
A
seems
spot
to
check?
have grabbed hold of Wadsworth seems to have grabbed hold of a safety belt and managed to actually hold on.
Nice.
You said spot check?
Yes,
Is
please.
that all of us?
Sure. Yeah, all of you.
Georgia just
Yes, please do,
smashed
'cause I
her
only
head
got
on a
a
wall. I don't know if she's looking
Max
around.
roll 20.
Thank you, Eisen.
Eisen, you see there are people on this barricade, and most of them are aiming weapons at you, but you notice a couple of them are just like, what? But you do see behind the barricade the lumbering shape of what looks like a tank roll up and start to turn in your direction.
Slow down.
I'm gonna immediately slow down.
Slow.
Not slam, but slow.
Okay.
Eisen is going to get out, and I'm assuming present whatever form of identification we use, considering that I am an officer in training. I don't know if that's like a thing.
Okay. Well,
Use my name too, because
Yes,
my parents might be there.
and Wads.
the moment they actually realize you guys are people,
Children.
they immediately start lowering weapons, and one of the
Don't shoot children on board.
and one of the soldiers here appears to be the boss, and just beckons you over, and
What do his eyes look like?
That's very important.
that they are a lovely shade of you don't know what because it's dark.
Are they? Are they?
They're not glowing. That's good.
Does he have blue eyes like limpid tears?
Hey, there's no flame in the eyes. We good.
And he says, "Where the hell did you kids come from?"
That's just a long story.
It doesn't matter. Get to the ships back there and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
I would
Georgia,
ask before.
Georgia kind of
As we
stumbles
pass-
down the steps because she's got, I think, some head trauma at this point. She's like, okay. She just starts walking to wherever he points.
As we pass by, I'm going to just like pause for a moment. And say, they really don't like electricity. Recommend using that. And we continue on.
They look a
I
little.
would.
Yes.
Oh, you can go first if you.
They look a little puzzled by that. But seeing as you are a kid and managed to survive and get to them, some of them seem to believe you. However, in the distance, you guys start hearing screeches, and they sound eerily like the screeches you heard in the tram station.
Oh no.
And you hear some of the people on watch say, "They're coming!" And all of a sudden, everything gets really tense, and they close whatever barricade they have behind you by essentially rolling what looks like another bus in front of the opening.
Ooh, damn.
Did I have time to ask them about like our parents? That's what I was going to do.
I would put it this way: in your drive over, you didn't have time to really check on the ships. There's only one ship now. And it's you have never seen one of these ships firing in literally every direction. This one is, and it seems to be a losing battle. You're seeing patches of darkness run through lower decks and back and forth over and over and over again. You're pretty sure this ship's not going to be here very much longer.
Okay.
You're taking that really well.
No. Wait, did you mean that like those other ships got away? They did.
You're pretty sure you
anyone's
see
getting
wreckage
away.
somewhere in the starport, just
Wait,
in the distance.
Okay.
I don't know
Cool.
if anybody's getting
Thanks.
away today.
There is only one ship currently at the starport that appears to be functional. It appears to be a small courier ship, and there are people desperately beckoning you to get over there.
Yeah, we're sprinting.
We have to
Run.
Sure, I'm doing my best to run, yeah.
You know, Wadi also seems to summon up what little he's got left, while he doesn't seem to have anything else to be green about at this point, so he's just kind of running. Behind you, as you keep running, you just hear the sound of that barricade explode into gunfire. And you don't have any hearing protection or anything, so you're kind of deafened by just the sheer amount of noise that is around you right now. And as you make it to the ship, the couple of, it looks like, volunteer fleet officers just bundle you in and hit a button on the door, and it closes. They don't even seem to be waiting for anyone else. And everyone make reflex saves.
Use the blue.
Okay.
I don't think that was good.
That's
It's
not a
too late.
D20.
18.
18?
I think
Nice.
it's not.
Oh.
Because I need
I want it.
Not for Atlas, though.
What was it?
reflex.
How bad is it?
23.
I mean, it's not good. It's
24.
like. Actually, what's my plus? I always forget that you get to add stuff to these. 7?
Okay. Well, both Wadi and one of the volunteer officers managed to catch you before you go flying into something, hard and sharp. And what was Keith's result?
24.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, whoa. I don't know. 14.
14?
Why?
I mean, that's just enough for you to grab onto one of the emergency 0G handles that every ship of this time period has available. As just this courier vessel rockets from the ground and into the air. And you can see out of the tiny little porthole that this ship has in its hatch. And down below, you see the flaring of gunfire from this lone barricade slowly shrivel out. And as the ship continues to climb into the sky, all you see is smoke and fire and the dying lights of a city below.
Fuck.
Yeah, George is just gonna kind of like... Wait, are we... So we're in 0G right now? Are we still...
You are currently very much in the positive G's right now. You're just kind of holding on for dear life.
Okay.
And, you know, the officers just kind of, if you try to move, they hold up their hands to kind of warn you, no, wait.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who have never flown or been in G simulation training as pilots, this is an entirely new experience. It's like getting into a car and accelerating times 10.
Okay.
Does being in a centrifuge count?
Quick question.
Yes.
How bad does that have any bad effects on one who is at 2 health?
Only if you run into something, so you're fine.
Okay. I'm glad.
After a few minutes of this, as you start noticing layers of the atmosphere begin to become apparent and the curvature of the planet appear in the window, everything begins to even out, and you start noticing that the deck plating is starting to hold your feet to it again. And these volunteer officers start checking all of you over and, tending to your wounds, because you are all, well, most of you are pretty well beaten up at this point. And yeah, before long, you're pretty sure you are in space. What do you do?
George is just, once there's no gravity that's like holding us in place, George is just gonna kind of crumple and just sit and not really know what to do. Probably stare out the window, if there's a window.
All right.
And just be like, what happens now? I look at Keith, I think, when I say that.
Keith is like trying to hold back tears, and like he's trying to be strong for everybody, but he's like super freaked out right now. Like he doesn't know if his parents are dead or not, and he just like caused all this stuff, and he feels like responsible because he was like watching over you and he's the oldest, so he just kind of like shrugs defeatedly and is looking out the window. I'm sorry, guys.
Eisen will kind of grab Keith's shoulder. Just gives him a long look. And
it's the most
turns to the officers.
Yep.
You said all these are volunteer officers. Is there anyone of any rank?
One of them seems to be a lieutenant in the reserve navy that this planet had.
It was going to be really funny if the kids on board outranked everybody else.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
We're in charge now, bitches. No.
Well, even an ensign outranks you guys, so cadets don't have that much sway.
Yeah. Eisen would just kind of take a moment and do a half-ass salute and introduce himself as Cadet Elman. Where are we headed? What do you know? Anything?
Well, we're all we know is we managed to get a few people off, and that there's a cargo ship that we waved off from landing. It's in orbit. We're trying to get there now to at least get everybody on board.
Has word gotten out to the planet? Have you heard from any other facilities? Anything?
As far as we're aware, we're it.
No. That can't. No, what about all the there was still people left at the facility. There was still. And she just like looks up at this volunteer officer, whatever. She's just like, no, and she's crying, and she's, no, they're still there. We have to go back and get them. They're there.
The officer doesn't really seem to have much they feel like they can say at the moment. They're just kind of standing there almost lost in their own thoughts. And after a moment they end up saying, I wish I had better news. But we've been running back and forth for the last couple of hours getting as many people out of there as we can. There was nothing we could do for Lambda facility.
That's understandable. Okay.
Over the intercom, you guys hear a tone play, and then whoever seems to be in the cockpit of the ship announces, ladies and gentlemen, we will be approaching cargo ship C4419 in approximately 5 minutes. Any belongings you have, please be sure you gather them and stand by to disembark. Captain out.
Is that battleship still in the air?
You did not see any other ships.
Because there was one still in the air when we...
Correct. As this ship took off, you did not see any other ships.
Right. So it crashed in between when we got to the barricade and when we...
Presumably.
Got aboard. Okay.
These volunteers gather all of you up and take you to what appears to be a small almost observation deck on the ship, and in this space there are easily 100 other people in varying states of health. A lot of them are looking really rough. Some of them look virtually untouched, but simply just stare at nothing in particular. And some of them are just gathered around windows staring at the planet as it begins to rotate underneath you as the ship continues to make its way to its destination. Over the intercom, you can hear the sound of communication between this ship and what appears to be a distant, massive freighter that is partially blocking the star ahead of you. And as you watch, you see a bright flash of light and what appears to be a massive warship materializes. And
one of ours.
Go ahead and make a
knowledge
check. Yeah.
Knowledge what?
Georgia is having a really bad day. Georgia's having a really bad day. Also, I forgot that I drew in the 1 on this die when I was bored one day with pink pen. So when I rolled it, I was like, why is it red? Oh, that's why.
And as far as specific knowledge, I'd say local.
Local,
Oh, and that is a 14.
knowledge of... Local's not one of the knowledge skills.
What?
Do you want to see my sheet? I'll show you my sheet. Hold on.
It's
Hold
not
on.
one of the ones that was in the book when you sent it to me.
Knowledge. Psionics, tactics, all the others are blank because Georgia, well, she's
Okay.
adorable.
Art,
and sweet.
behavioral science, business, civics, current events, earth and life
Current
sciences,
events. Current
history,
events. That's the
physical
right.
science.
That's the one. My apologies.
But if it's not if it is not human technology...
Oh, it's definitely human. You recognize that
Gotcha.
much about it.
Okay. Well, Yeah. Okay. In that case, yes. Current events.
Find good music.
Um,
Sorry, folks.
12.
I got
Okay.
14.
1.
What did Eisen get?
7.
Okay. Well, both Atlas and Keith, you're versed enough on current events that you recognize the insignia on this ship. It is an insignia that pretty much everyone in human space is aware of. It belongs to House Connor. They're one of the great houses, one of the dynasties that controls a vast swath of space that your home borders. And you recognize the dark purple paint job and intertwined white rings on the side of its hull.
They got purple?
Yeah. It's actually a very nice purple.
Okay.
And these...
I'm sorry, can we back to the intertwined white, like, Venn diagram?
Yeah, 3 intertwined
cool.
white rings. And over the comms, you hear the captain of this courier ship reach out. Unknown Connor vessel. This is courier ship. What did I name this damn thing? Courier ship Bunny Rabbit.
Amazing.
Hey.
This is courier ship Bunny Rabbit.
For hops only.
Requesting emergency aid and assistance. Can you please provide? And they're cut off immediately as the Connor vessel just broadcasts on all frequencies. In fact, your personal comm units come to life when this happens. And it says, this system now belongs to the Connor family. You will vacate as soon as you are able. You are United Earth's problem now.
Excuse me? What? What?
Give me 1 sec to roll a die.
Give me 1 sec to roll a die, he says. Just 1 second.
I immediately don't like it.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
Okay, so
Can I have no trained knowledge.
If one of you wants to say roll,
Earth finally united.
I'd like to roll sense motive.
Sure, go ahead and roll it. And anyone with the tactics, I'd allow this
I
to
have
be
tact.
tactics or warfare or something like that. If you want to roll a knowledge, tactics or warfare,
Okay,
you can identify this ship if you'd like.
I would like to do that.
17 for tactics.
21 for tactic.
Oh. Okay, both Georgia and Eisen, you recognize this as a Hades class battleship. This is top of the line.
Yeah.
And they don't send these out of their dynastic space lightly. And normally they're accompanied by a fleet. This one is not. This particular ship is Starship Hades. It is the class runner. Presumably the flagship of their fleet.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's...
Do we think they know?
Do we think they know what? That the entire planet's on
What's happening
fire?
down there?
Yeah,
Well, they just popped in.
Yeah, Atlas, I'm pretty fucking sure they know.
Did they know before they jumped here?
Something's
Because
not
if they
right
did,
here.
I mean, hold on, wait, hold on. Am I jumping to conclusions? Is this not?
You would
Are
know
they-
enough to know that ships like this can take years on their own to travel at FTL to the distance required to get it here.
Would I know that?
You would. This
Or just
this
not
is
very smart.
this is I'm including this in
Oh,
the
okay.
tactical knowledge. They require a jump gate in order to get anywhere in a timely fashion. Someone had to give orders for that jump gate to get charged and send them here.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is it tracks. If there is a gate that brought whatever killed everything, there's a gate that could bring that through. And they probably did a little collab on that one. Right?
Let us.
This is not good.
It's not a
speak of
coincidence.
this.
Let's
Yeah.
not speak
Here.
of what. Everybody knows.
Not everybody knows, and we don't want to cause a panic right now.
Not everybody knows that we know.
And we probably shouldn't put targets on our back either. We already have big ones.
Alright.
But you're onto something, Georgia, I think.
It's weird. It's not with the fleet. That
So-
says some. Don't know what.
So a couple of things happen. First, I'm gonna say all of you kind of just notice Wadsworth separate from all of you and just go up to the window and just stare at this thing. If you want, I'll make kind of a sense motive check on him to get a read on what's going on with
Do I
him.
get an advantage? No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. I got a one.
Wait, sense motive?
Hey, George's.
22. Nat 20. I know my brother.
Nat 20?
I do not.
17.
17?
But it's
Okay.
22.
I think 16.
16? Okay, I mean, both Eisen and Atlas, you recognize that Wadsworth is definitely distressed. Keith, you see him glance between that ship and your previous home, and he just narrows his eyes. And you've seen that look on your brother's face before. This isn't over. And you've rarely seen Wadsworth get to a point where he needs to get even. He just reached that.
I would walk over and put a hand on your shoulder.
Waddy doesn't react. And if anything, you just feel almost a cold bitterness from him for a moment. And then he shrugs off your hand. Georgia. After...
With a one. I do my own introspection and then fully shut down. No.
You, to an
I
extent,
sense
but-
my own motive, and it's not a good one. No.
No, you were just... I mean, how loud were you being when you were having this conversation with everybody, out of curiosity? I mean, not...
Georgia's not usually a very loud person, but
Okay.
she's in panic mode and has been for a while, so probably a little bit louder than normal, but that's probably...
You feel a hand softly grip your shoulder, and someone say, Georgia? And before you can even react, you are pulled into your mother's arms.
Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! Okay. I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Okay, she just...
I did do.
is full breakdown. Mommy's here. Everything's okay. Oh my God. Thank you for not fully traumatizing my sweet, sweet girl. Oh, Mommy!
Not fully traumatizing.
There's still one shred of
I'm sorry, when
something. Oh, the Florida thing.
Uh-huh, exactly.
I just noticed.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. So, over the course of the next few hours, the courier ship is collected by the cargo vessel. The cargo vessel is large enough where the courier ship can land in its cargo bay. This thing is massive. And you hear talk among the ship's crew that they're getting ready to go through the jump gate with the permission of the battleship that just arrived. And within a couple of weeks, you will be back at Earth. And hopefully they will be able to start figuring out what to do with all of these people who no longer have a home.
One might call those refugees.
Yes, refugees. Because that's what all of you are at this point. The crew does their absolute best to find places for all of you to exist on this ship. There isn't a lot of space, but they make the best of what they've got. This crew very obviously was not expecting to have a few thousand guests on board.
For the record, if I could do a little bit of writing of one of your NPCs, I would like to say that George's mother, similar to my mother in real life, is the type to be like, yes, children who need a place to hang out. Typically, it wasn't because their entire planet was burning down. It was just because we were in high school, but, whatever. She's like, yes, you're mine now. Okay, great. Just kind of adopts y'all.
Well, and George's mom was also the administrator of the colony, and a lot of the people who are survivors and now refugees are looking to her for guidance. Yeah. She's organizing all of you. So in a lot of ways, that is kind of the role that George's mother does take.
She's a good mom.
So there are discussions about what to do next. Some of the crew has been to Earth and are starting to tell people what they know about the planet, because a lot of you, in fact, I'm pretty sure all of you, have never been to the home world before. And it sounds like you're probably going to be spending a chunk of time there.
She's a good mom with a minivan. So in this world, she's a good mom with a spaceship, but yay. Then Jersey's a good mom with a minivan. Anyway.
So what do you all do?
On the ship?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple of things, but if y'all have things, go ahead.
I would leave Wadsworth to sulk, and I would come over, and we all recognize your mom, right? Because we've all grown up. Yeah, so I would be like, oh my god, a familiar face, and I would come say hi and maybe give her a hug too.
I'm going to say she probably already figured out what happened to your parents, and just more or less ends up kind of just adopting both Keith and Wadsworth to an extent. Just starts looking out for all of you.
Eisen also doesn't have parents, and Atlas also is a science experiment and doesn't have parents, right?
Yeah.
I don't have parents to begin with.
Yeah, so I made brownies probably.
Yeah. Cute. Yes. Space brownies.
Yes. We all just...
Yeah.
No.
Eisen admitted... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. I was just going to check with Grant. So how long... we talking immediate stuff or the months across?
To an extent, the couple of weeks it takes you...
Weeks, okay.
After being slingshotted with this jump gate.
Okay.
Are we back at full health now? You said people were healing us.
Yeah.
After a few weeks, I think we have to be...
You have time to physically recover.
But the emotional and mental trauma will stay with us forever.
Emotional damage.
Oh, it's adorable. It's traumatized.
So Atlas is going to do a couple of things. One, in a quiet moment, he's going to go find Wadsworth and make it clear that whatever we're doing next, he wants in.
Cosmic brownies.
Second thing, he is going to write a full report on everything that happened here, including his assessment of the portal technology.
Okay,
and
Atlas
file it away somewhere safe.
Okay, Atlas just writes a scientific paper.
Casually. Mm-hmm. Gets published.
and hides it somewhere very safe inside his brain. Um, and then is also going to reprogram his identity chip to instead of saying that he's a science experiment, to say that he's actually a civilian scientist.
Okay.
Because now that the original records are all destroyed and in control of presumably an enemy colony, he figures there's not really anyone else who's going to be able to check those records.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Establish credentials so that he,
Atlas moves
doesn't get put back in a lab somewhere when he gets to Earth.
Okay. Atlas moves from science experiment to mad scientist.
And
I'm
identity fraud.
I'm irate.
Okay.
Eisen would spend a decent chunk of time trying to be more patient with Keith. Sometimes failing.
Okay.
It's probably good.
Continue.
But, he is obviously, whatever rivalry or bitterness there is between the two of them, loss supersedes all of that, and he recognizes that and respects it. He would also spend some time with those that are of rank or those that seem to be knowledgeable or in communication with anyone or other fleets or anything, and attempt to get any information that he ever possibly can about what has happened, what people think are happening. Okay. Smooth talk his way into those types of conversations, potentially.
In that case, I'm going to have you roll a gather information check.
Oh boy, where the heck is that? Oh, hey, well, I'm actually good at those. 11. Not that great.
I mean, you're able to gather some basic information. It sounds like the Connor family has... House Connor has definitely moved significant assets into the area of Haster's loss. The battleship was apparently followed up by the rest of its fleet. However, no one knows exactly what they're doing.
Interesting.
Well, I was also going to say, there are rumblings of the United Earth Alliance and its colonies starting to mobilize their forces just to make sure that House Connor doesn't do anything. They seem to be... It sounds like Earth is taking up a defensive stance, while the other houses continue to do what they do best, which is duke it out with each other.
Was I able to gather any information of when the mobilization of House Connor happened? Was it prior to this event? Was it...
You are unable to gather any information of that kind.
Okay.
Are there any computer systems on this ship?
Are there any computer systems on this ship?
No. That you have access to? No, this is an analog ship.
Yeah.
No, this ship is purely mechanical.
It has a propeller.
Their computer is a mechanical computer. It runs on cogs and wheels.
It's a Turing machine.
That I can get unsupervised access to. Or insufficiently supervised access to.
Well, we schemed our way into the fucking lab, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And you can probably scheme our way into a computer.
On what Ace is trying.
I mean, does anybody on this ship actually know that Atlas doesn't need a data terminal to actually access stuff? He just needs a port to plug his brain into.
No one would conceivably know that except your friends.
And presumably a ship like this has ports all over the place.
Yeah. You could certainly try.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Roll a computer use check.
15.
15? You're able to gather some basic credentials for low-level crew members. You can access their emails.
That's
awesome.
a start. What I actually want is the list of everybody on board.
Anyone in particular you're looking for?
Future reference.
Sure.
But also, are there any scientists from the lab on board?
No.
I
The one-
think we're the only ones that made it out of that damn place.
Yeah, that you are able to confirm. You are the only survivors from Core Lambda.
Is there any sign of anybody else having made it off planet besides this ship?
None whatsoever.
Cool.
Cool.
Eisen
Any of the
also
communication mention us?
spends a lot of time with Wads and Keith and I guess the rest of the crew. Our little powwow group.
Yeah.
I also. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just attempting to raise the spirits of everybody, keeping Wadsworth somewhat occupied with tasks that he knows he's good at. In the meantime, and just trying to make sure no one's slipping down a slope too quickly.
Okay.
I was gonna say in the meantime though, Keith is also out making other friends to distract himself. He's just getting to know like everybody on board.
That's good.
He's trying to get his
probably.
confidence back.
Okay.
Maybe flirt with a girl.
Roll me a D percentile to see just how well that works for Keith.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, what does that mean?
That means you roll this one,
I'm sorry.
which is tens, and you roll this one, which is the ones place.
This one?
No,
It's his
Oh.
you roll these two,
Okay.
both at the same time.
Whee! Ah! Okay, one went
You
flying.
need to re-roll that. 87.
Okay.
You are 87% friends with everyone on the ship.
Yeah, that's true. I
Keith
like it.
definitely makes some friends. Maybe some more than friends from what
Oh
rumors you guys are hearing.
more than one.
I do not need to know this.
It's only a couple weeks. You
Keith
go,
needs a
Keith.
distraction.
Yeah, thanks. What can I say?
I'm assuming Eisen ends up saying this at some point when Keith is talking about just something he shouldn't be. Anyway, so yes, fine. Keith is distracting himself just fine. Thank you. You do notice that
Sorry.
notice that Wadi, he's not fully distracted by stuff that's going on. But you get the sense it's not so much brooding as it's planning.
Yeah. Eisen is just making him there. That unspoken thought of, we're going to do something about this. To everyone.
Yeah. So Georgia, I think, has been at these, little team powwow hangouts. But besides that, you haven't seen her much, I don't think. I don't know what this ship has on it. But if it has anything akin to a training area or a gym or a anything, because she's there and like when no one else is, because I think Georgia, especially if there's, and I don't think there would be anything like this on the ship, but like if there was a shooting range, she'd be there, because she should have been able to hit those shots, and she feels really guilty for not doing that. And she's like, never again am I ever gonna let this happen. So she's been around, but she's been a bit distracted, as everyone has. But she's fine. If anyone asks, she's fine. So.
Okay. Some of the crew and few remaining security personnel from the colony actually are doing roughly the same thing, and I'm going to say this is probably where Georgia starts picking up some more fighting techniques from these people who've perhaps seen a little bit more than she has.
Perhaps. She's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. People who've actually, been in a fight. a few more times.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if anybody really. I mean, I think of our group, Georgia's the least of everyone's concerns, considering Keith and Wazi lost both their parents. Atlas is our lovely little science experiment that almost died, and I don't know. Eisen's busy with other stuff. Eisen's busy being team leader. So.
All right. Then I will bring us in for a landing here.
Oh boy.
A few weeks pass. Keith gets slapped a few times over the course of those few weeks, but still ends up with more friends than he loses.
Friends.
And all of you hear the announcement that the ship is about to drop out of its warp jump at Earth, and you're all among the first to gather around the observation deck of this ship. It is comically small for the number of people who are here, but you all managed to get a front row seat as all of a sudden...
No, it's okay. I was going to try to get music. It's not going to happen.
As all of a sudden, you feel the ship subtly jolt beneath you, and the stars that were whirling by come to a stop. And you immediately see the viewport filled with this beautiful blue-green planet. And you've seen pictures of Earth before, but you've never seen it for yourselves. And having grown up on a world as barren as Haster's Loss, this is an amazing sight to see. You have never seen so much green from orbit.
Wow.
And as you watch, the ship begins to pull into an enormous space station in orbit, and this station has wide rotating rings that are covered in what appear to be structures and plant life. It docks, and people begin to unload.
And now we're on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Ah! Hi, Chai Latte Nebula. Thank you for rating us. We just finished the stream, but we'll pass the love on. But that's okay. But thank you so much for rating us and coming over here. Thank you for the chai raid. We just you'll be happy to know we just got to Earth, and it's not a barren wasteland. It's actually beautiful and lush and happy, and this is in the future, and that means that everything is gonna be okay. You're about to raid and run though. No worries. Thanks for bringing people over. I'll see you later. I'll pop into one of your streams soon. Gotta come by. But we're on Earth now. Oh God.
You made it.
Wait.
You all survived.
Barely.
Barely.
Oh my God.
With
we almost killed off. Granted, any of the four of us could have died, and it wouldn't have really affected canon. We did, however, the one that got closest to actual death is the one that, if he had died, the entire story would have gotten fucked.
It's okay. He would have just become a cyborg. It's fine.
There's that.
It's fine.
I'm sure he's got like 70 backup plans for him. Like,
yeah. Did you panic? Did you panic when we almost killed him? Of course he didn't. He claims.
No, not for a second.
Stress.
Not for a second. I did feel a moment of stress. I had plans. I had backup plans. It's fine.
So he claims. Well,
Evil destroys them all.
wait, so is that the end of our prequel arc? Or are we doing it again?
We could, or next week, we could start mission 5.
Oh, Christ.
yes, I missed my boy.
Kai clearly wants to come back because I did just roll a 20 in her name, so she's ready and raring to go.
I think it's a good leave-off point, to be honest.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining us for our first prequel mission. So our prequel characters and the prequel story will come back. Our plan is to go in between our regular missions and have these short. So this one was 3 weeks, like 3 streams. So we're gonna have these short mini missions from the prequel in between our regular longer missions with our Dawn's Horizon kiddos, but they're not kiddos. They're fully grown adults. The children though were in this one, and we almost killed them, and it was great and terrifying. But yeah, they will definitely return. We have lots of plans for them. Grant has lots of scary plans for them.
Always.
I am so scared. It's fine. But, don't get attached. Haha. Anyway, but, next week we will be back with some more, D&D in space. We'll be going to Mission 5. Mission 5?
Mm-hmm.
That's the right number?
Yeah, Mission 5.
I thought we were on 6. But 5? That makes sense. Anyway, numbers are hard. But we're gonna be back with the whole gang. With Brick and Airy and Leaf and Kai, and all our other NPCs like Zen and Rima and Thaddeus and Cordem and Satsi.
Cordem.
I forgot about that.
Everybody's favorite.
Yes. Mission 5, yeah, crazy. Glad you enjoyed the mini mission, Lynn Jersey. Chilati Nebula, I saw the guide, the raid. I will definitely send the group over there after this. They do a lot of D&D as well. Oh, sweet. Awesome. I will check them out. Yeah, we'll pass our audience over there. Also, Lynn Jersey asked, how was VidCon? It was great. Oh my gosh, we had such a good time. We're going again tomorrow, and it was super fun. Grant still has his little wristband on. I took mine off because I am bad, but I can get it back on. It's okay. And, yeah, if anybody else is at VidCon, I guess tomorrow, you come say hi, but I don't think of the 3 people that are here, I don't know if anybody's gonna be at VidCon, but that's okay. Maybe next time. But, yeah, oh, if you want to catch up on this D&D campaign, Chai Latte, or anybody else here, all of our streams are archived on my YouTube channel. It is down in the About page. Click on my face, and, you will find the entirety of all the missions there. Soon enough, you will also find funny little short videos that Grant has been editing that just, I laughed so hard I cried at work the other day. It was very funny.
Broth.
So those will be coming out soon enough. Have you not seen this? Okay, we're gonna after
They're in
this.
the Discord.
I haven't watched.
After this.
What?
But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. As far as the rest of the week goes, the week's over. It's Friday. So next week, we are here on Monday with some Oxenfree. I'm playing it a second time because I finished it this past week, but like it's a repeat kind of play thing, and I'm gonna see if I can resurrect my dead brother. Which is a crazy sentence and something that Keith almost had to say. But it's gonna be fun. And then on Wednesday, me and Aiden will be here talking about some astronomy. And I swear to God, it's gonna happen on Wednesday this week. I swear to God. And then on Thursday, we will be back with our tried and true our boys with an eye, our Dawn's Horizon team, and some more D&D in space. Yeah, I guess that's it. This is a long enough outro. I'm tired. We've been gone all day. All right. I guess bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got to do the raid. I promised a raid. Hold on. I have to remember how to do this. It's been a while. I need to raid more people in general. But we are going to raid... Where's the... Ignore me. Violacious. The Sims 4. I fucking love The Sims 4. Let's go see what they're doing. All right. I'm gonna say bye. I'm gonna start the raid. Start raid. Go. Go raid the channel. Go say hello. Guide the raid. Yay. I'm gonna put the post stream on because I don't really understand how raids work, but we will see you next time. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Violacious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Bye.